We is back. We is back. We is back. I told y'all, y'all. The best that ever did it, man. When it come out of these cases, man. Best that ever did it. There ain't nobody on YouTube close. It ain't nobody on YouTube close when it come down to KPG News and breaking down these criminal cases. Not even, it ain't nobody close, man. It ain't no disrespect to nobody. It's just the facts. It's just the facts, man. They I'm like 10 for 10 or something. They were like 10 for 10 on these cases, yo. Hit that like button. Think I'm like 10 for 10. Diddy case, YNW Mellies. Shit. Whatever. YSL. What else, man? We done covered a lot of cases, so I don't even remember all them motherfuckers for real. To be totally honest with you. I told you the old black case was garbage. And I'm still telling you some of them boys gonna come back on the appeal. Charlene, what it is. So I didn't know they added a lesser included. I hate them lesser included, man. They shouldn't be able to do that. I actually think this is a bad verdict, to be honest. They shouldn't be able to come with them lesser included. When the whole case is talking about first degree murder. The whole case is talking about first degree murder. They find her guilty on manslaughter. How? They're going to appeal this sentence. This sentence is going to get overturned. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. And I think she had a appellate.
The jury find as follows as to count 1. The defendant is guilty of manslaughter, a lesser included offense. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 2. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all, dated this 31st day of October 2025, signed foreperson of the jury.
All right, thank you very much. Have a seat. Satisfied with me to pull the jury? Yes, sir. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Manslaughter in Florida, 15
the jury
years.
Find
15 years max. With her not having no criminal record, she probably get 10. I think she gonna give it back though.
Describe your ex in 3 words. Let me turn it.
Remember when I was telling y'all when they were saying that she was her defense was gonna be domestic violence? I said, yo, they gonna have to come with some pictures or something. They gonna have to come with some text messages. Y'all remember I said that? Who remember I said that when we was talking about her? And that's what the fuck they did. Once they came with them text messages, and you see how soft-spoken this girl is, that was a wrap. It was a wrap after that. They showed them videos of her getting beat up and shit.
Next slide.
Okay, very good, Madam Clerk. Yes. Please publish the verdict.
What's up, Maeve?
In the Circuit Court of the 13th
Shalonda, what it
Judicial
is?
Circuit of the State of Florida, in and for Hillsborough County Criminal Justice Division, State of Florida versus Alicia Latoya Andrews, case number 24 CF 1911996, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1. The defendant is guilty of manslaughter, a lesser included offense. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 2. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all, dated this 31st day of October 2025, signed foreperson of the jury.
All right, thank you very much. Have a seat. Satisfied with me to pull the jury? Yes, sir. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to do this is your true and correct verdict. I'm going to call you by your initials or jury number. I just need you to respond yes or no. Okay? All right, jury number 5, initials DC. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 13, initials LM. Is this your true and correct verdict? Juror number 14, initials SC. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 21, initials EM. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 23, initials CJ. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 41, initials AM. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 42, initials LL. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 45, initials JO. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 58, initials SH. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 61, initials SM. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 62, initials PD. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 71, initials MG. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Okay. All right, very good. I have one final set of very brief formal instructions and then something a little less formal to say to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court.
Yo.
On behalf of everyone, we are indebted to you. We are so grateful that you all agreed to serve as jurors. I would never tell anyone we have a perfect legal system. We do not have a perfect criminal justice
This
system.
shit far from
In my
perfect.
humble opinion, we have the best in the history of the world because as you can see, we have citizens like yourselves. You come from all different backgrounds, experiences, and you come together and you decide these very difficult cases. We've asked a lot of you over the past 2 weeks. You all have never complained. You've worked diligently. And on just behalf of everyone involved, you all should really go home tonight and feel good about yourselves as citizens and the important public service that you provided on behalf of everybody. The good news is your jury service is now done.
The defense. Yo, tomorrow, I'm gonna show you. We gotta go through them closing arguments. So tomorrow when we go live, we gotta go through them closing arguments on the defense and the prosecution. Yo, the defense did an excellent job of painting her out as just a girl that just was there. You know, she just was there. Yeah, I don't really believe I done did shit, right? So I can understand keeping her in the blind. So the story that the defense painted was Isaiah Chance wanted to go. He texted her, said he gotta go out of town. She texted him back, where you going? He said, I'm going to Tampa. She said, I want to go. So throughout this whole process, she just was following him around. That's the narrative. She just was following him around. And the reason why she just was following him around without asking no real questions is because he was abusing her. And remember I told y'all they're going to have to show some pictures. They showed pictures. He was abusing her. Broke her phone several times, put her hands on her, busted her out. Like, and then with her being so young and impressionable, I can believe that. You understand? Even if she did say something, it wasn't, she wasn't in control of nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And then the face mask. Remember I was saying that it was going to be hard for her to get around that face mask? But you know what we forgot? She fucking pregnant. She pregnant. You feel me? So it makes sense, you know, if you pregnant. And look, remember they was talking about the food thing? She's pregnant. Like her being pregnant played real good in her favor. You know, talking about, yeah, she just got something to eat. Yeah, but you gotta remember, she pregnant. She might eat 5 times a day. You feel me? Yo, they just did a good job, yo. Yeah, she was gullible. You could tell she green. She just want to be down. She want to deal with these street guys, want to be down, but she ain't living like they living. You understand what I'm saying? She had paid attorneys. A lot of these guys that's going to come up in their trial, they ain't got no motherfucking paid attorneys. They can grab that bitch with public defenders trying to fight for their life. And the cases, they can't deal, they got a rock solid case on her. That's why her case was first, because they had the lesser evidence on her. And she didn't say nothing. I told y'all she only got charged because she didn't tell, man. If she'd have told, they wouldn't even have took her to court because they didn't have no strong evidence against her. Most of the evidence, the bulk of the evidence was centered around the other guys. Remember, we was watching the trial like, yo, what the fuck does this have to do with her? Like, all the evidence that they showed, it had nothing to do with her. So you had these YouTubers, man, y'all say some of the titles. Alicia Andrews slammed in court today. I'm like, yo, what? They must not be watching the same trial. Yo, I think we 10 for 10 when it comes out of these criminal trials, man. I didn't know they hit it with manslaughter, but I think that manslaughter case is going to be overturned. Guarantee you. Within 3 years, I guarantee that case get overturned. Let's see what manslaughter is in Florida. What constitutes manslaughter in Florida law?
In Florida, manslaughter involves the killing of someone due to negligence or an unlawful act, without a legal reason.
All right.
It's either voluntary, meaning in the heat of the moment, or involuntary, which can happen from recklessness, like texting while driving or mishandling a gun.
Oh, no. They ain't going to get overturned. They ain't going to get overturned. My bad. It ain't getting overturned, y'all. I take that back. It ain't going to get overturned, man. Because I didn't know they slid this in there. They might have should have charged it with this from the beginning. In Florida, manslaughter is the killing of a human being by culpable negligence or unlawful act of another without lawful justification. It is categorized into voluntary, the heat of passion without planning, and involuntary, due to recklessness or negligence. They should have hit it with involuntary manslaughter. Yeah, so it's not getting overturned. Y'all take that back. She gonna do about, but it still will win. Divine, what's happening? It still will win for her. I don't think she deserved to serve life in prison for that, to be honest. Yo, Julio mother, she gonna get her justice. Cause the rest of them boys is barbecue chicken. You heard me? Like, they done. Like, they might as well cop out. Cause they got a mountain of evidence against them. Mountain of evidence. But I think that should have been the original charge to begin with. Yeah, but they ain't found her guilty of murder, They found her guilty of manslaughter. Yeah. She probably get 10. Gonna do like 6, 7 years. She be alright. She made out. She won. You know what I mean? She won. I know she probably back that bitch happy as a motherfucker. I know her lawyer slapping files. Cause I don't think she deserved life for that, yo. I don't think that even with that text message. Remember, people was like, yo, the text message, yo, that shit was 3 years ago. And remember what I was saying, yo, I understood those text messages coming from her. She want to be down. She in the Jacksonville drill scene. She fucking with the door. She want to be down, man. She ain't trying to kill nobody. You feel me? That's just talk. Like, that wasn't as strong as everybody tried to make it. When her homegirl got on the stand, they like, yo, her homegirl buried her. I said, her homegirl really fucking helped her. Because her homegirl told the jury that she's not in the game. She's not in the game. She don't, like, this is, we just talking, like, we all do this. Everybody, a lot of people want Julio dead in Jacksonville. Men and women, boys and girls. Not saying that they're going to actually kill him. Yo, her defense did a good job, yo. We got to go through the, yeah, she can try to appeal it. I'm sure she is going to appeal it. But I don't know how much ground she got. This is the same thing they tried to do with Melly. That one juror in Melly case saved him from the exact same thing. Like, I don't know what's up with Florida, but they serious with that shit. They throw that manslaughter in there so fast, make your head spin. Remember, in Melly case, they was ready to find him guilty of manslaughter with a deadly weapon. But the whole case was about first-degree murder. Similar to this one. The whole case was about first-degree murder. Premeditation, planning, stalking. So how do you find him guilty of manslaughter? But I know why. It's negligence, unlawful negligence. She wasn't paying attention. She should have been more aware. She should have asked more questions. Yeah, they never did, Melissa. They never did. So these YouTubers that was pushing that narrative, it's like, they don't know what they talking about. I swear, y'all, it ain't another YouTuber better than me with these cases, y'all. I think the proof is there. You feel me? Diddy case, Melly case, this case, YSL. You can name them. Yo, we called damn near every single one of them bitches. Manslaughter. Max 15 years. Max 15 years. See, a lot of these people, shit, it might still go to the feds, but she's not gonna. She didn't know. I don't think she knew, y'all. I think she was just green. I think she was just there. I don't think she knew. She just didn't tell. You understand? She got charged because she didn't tell, man. That's what I told y'all from the beginning. I don't think she knew what was going on. I think she did ask questions while she was in the car, but once she was in the car, he wasn't letting her out. You understand? In that situation, it ain't no motherfucking, you ain't getting out. Like, no, hell no. You in now. You shouldn't have wanted, you said you wanted to come. You know what I mean? This is what we doing. So you here. But that don't mean she participated in the plot. That don't mean she had a say-so in it. That don't mean when dude said, get out this motherfucking car, we ready to walk in this building, she could have said, no, I ain't going. No, hell no, because now I got the question. You might snitch. Now you might gotta die. Yo, like, it's that real, man. That's real, man. What you talking about, Kay? And she ain't never been in trouble before. They might give her a 7-piece. The judge might max out just because they took her to trial. Yeah, Jamel, it don't let me out the car. That shit wasn't happening. You here now. You should. That's why be careful when you act what you ask for. You feel me? You should have never wanted to go. Should have stayed your ass in motherfucking Florida. But here you go, wanting to be a part of something. Guilty on manslaughter. You want to be a part of something. But the reason she said she wanted to go is because, like, the defense did a good job, y'all. The whole time. They did a good job. I gotta admit. She said that the reason she wanted to go is because they supposed to went to Atlanta 2 weeks prior, and they didn't go to Atlanta. So when he said he wanted to go to Tampa, she wanted to go. Yeah, that's all it was. She was a tag along. And it makes perfect sense, because why was she the only girl there? Like, if it was that type of situation, that everybody should have brought that girl. She was the only. They probably was mad she was there. You understand what I'm saying? They probably like, what the fuck is she doing here, bro? Man, she wanted to go, man. You know what I mean? See, y'all. What you mean they gonna come out with a deal before sentencing? It's already over. Ain't no deals. Ain't no deals, Big Law. She already found guilty. They gonna give her, the judge is gonna give her what the judge thinks she deserves. All right, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, the judge is gonna give her what they think she deserves. Fuck out of here. Yeah, she just didn't tell, man. She didn't tell. And then the reason the narrative got painted, the reason why she didn't tell is because the defense was saying, oh, these are gang members. I mean, they could have killed her, man. She was scared. And look how little she is. Like, yo, she had a lot in her favor, y'all. The fact that she looked green, she talked, she got a real soft voice. And she only weighed 98 pounds. She was believable. And she got on the stand. And the prosecution couldn't trip her up. At least from what I'm saying. We're going to watch the whole thing tomorrow. We're going to watch what everybody had to say tomorrow on tomorrow morning live. They couldn't trip up. And then, when the lead detective got on the stand and testified, yo, she told him the truth. She told him the truth of everything she knew outside of the fact that I knew these guys were going to commit this murder. And I knew these guys. Everything else she said was a fact. She identified herself as being in the car. She identified herself as getting out the car. She identified herself as going into the, what's the car? Regardless if it was after they showed that video or not, because I denied that shit immediately. I don't fuck if you can show me a video of me in 4K committing a crime, and I'd be like, yo, that ain't me. What the fuck you talking about? Fuck you mean? Yeah, that ain't me. Well, yeah, your cell phone pinging. Man, I don't give a fuck what it's doing. That ain't me. Yeah, he was, Kenneth. Like we was talking about the other day. Then that's another thing. As short, her boyfriend was a swine out. It's one of them situations. One of them situations where, shut up, my phone. One of them situations where he only a gangster to you. You feel me? He was a swine out. He probably didn't want to be there for real. They probably made his ass come. Man, bring your bitch ass on, man. Gonna bring this dumb ass girl with us and shit. Hey, man. Gonna bring this fucking girl with us, man. Really fuck the whole mission up. What the fuck did I do with my phone, yo? This must be in the car. I just lose my mind sometimes. Yeah, he was the low man on the totem pole, man. Need these. Nah, yeah. But you could tell he was on some suck. But listen to this though, Kenneth. I can see him doing that to her, right? Because he was beating on her. He was beating on her. So it lines like, yo, that, and after I seen those messages of him threatening her and shit like that, saying, why are you talking to this person and all this other shit? And she like, well, he ain't want me to meet his homeboy. I can see him, based off of him bringing her, putting her in that situation, I can see the same person being like, yo, don't talk to none of my friends. You understand what I'm saying? It lines up. The same person that'll put his girl in that situation will be the same person that'll beat on her. Yeah, man. Yeah, she carried it. I ain't gonna lie, she held that shit down, man. She said she ain't say nothing. And that goes to show you what I be saying. It ain't no street shit. It's just about what you believe in. Everybody don't believe in telling, man. That girl she ain't in no streets. Everybody don't believe. I got girl cousins that won't rat. Just cause they just don't fuck with police. It's about what you believe in, y'all. If you believe in them people doing their job and, you know, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, and you gonna go on that bitch and you ain't gonna say nothing. And it goes to show you that you can go in that bitch and don't pull a, you know what I mean, a motherfucking Boston Richie. And Charlene know what it is. Yeah, man. Yo, we got some real girls over here. But I'm happy she made it out though, y'all, because I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about that shit. And I was watching it earlier while I was driving my truck. And I was like, damn, yo, I hope she don't get found guilty, man. Like, remember I was saying yesterday can go 50-50. But after I watched them closing arguments, when people was posting, I'm like, oh, she gonna get found not guilty, man. She gonna get found not guilty. But I ain't know they threw the manslaughter in there. Slick motherfuckers. Yo, like, yo, the law is so geared toward the prosecution. Yo, that shit is crazy. Like, how the fuck you just throw a lesser included in there? Like, yo, you should, whatever you charge with, yo, that's what you should go to trial on. There shouldn't be no lesser included. Like, what the fuck type of shit is that? So if we don't prove our case, we charge this person for 2 years or a year and a half on first degree murder. But just in case, you know, we didn't prove first degree murder, you know, we're gonna charge them. You can find them guilty of manslaughter too. That's bogus, man. I hate that about the justice system, man. That's bogus as a motherfucker, man. Yeah, however, she gonna come home still young. She still gonna be a parent to her child. She 22 years old, man. And that's another thing. Like, I really don't think she knew. And them blogs, like, it's so many blogs that was posting she was done. I'm like, yo, what are they? Look, these niggas don't know law. And it be the crazy thing about it, these be the niggas getting all the views. So you got these niggas just misleading thousands, millions of people by page after page after page. Misleading millions of people. When we was over this bitch, like, I don't know, y'all. That shit don't seem too strong to me. And then, like I said, the hurdles that I thought she was going to have got explained well when she got on that stand. That saved her for real. They explained it. They explained the face mask. She was pregnant. They explained the food. Remember, I said the toughest evidence was the face mask. That was the toughest evidence. All that other stuff was nonsense. The text message saying she want Julio die, irrelevant. Shit was 3 years ago. The whole Jacksonville probably wanted that man to die, man. He was dissing everybody. At least if he was on one side. But that don't mean he was going to kill him. And that was 3 years ago. Now, if she'd have said that 2 months before the murder, it'd have held weight. But not 3 years ago, man. Isaiah Chancellor fucked up dude for putting her in that situation. But like I said, he was beating on her, so it's not surprising. It's not surprising that the guy that beat on this girl would put her in a situation like that. And she still held it down. She could have flipped. She could have flipped and nobody would have said a word. It would have just been, it is what it is. She shouldn't have been there. Man, I hope she come home and she get the YSL Woody treatment. And get there on some interviews. You know? Now I'm snitching ass, rat asses. They had hers first because they had the less evidence on her. They had the less evidence on her. So they had it. This was just like a... Yo, they didn't want to take her to trial, Philly boy. They didn't want to, yo, she only got charged because... She only got charged because she didn't tell, man. They didn't want her. They didn't want her. They got the people they want. Them other boys are done. They toast. They toast. Like, they don't have no chance to win. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they literally have no chance to win. Matter of fact, we can listen to some of that shit now while I got this little ride. Listen to the close. And then we can listen to the prosecution tomorrow morning. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new. Direct examination.
When your landlord texts, but your account says $47. Download like 5 different cash fan tabs trying to get some.
Yes.
Oh, don't run across, bitch.
I believe it was the backup parking lot.
Was that the only space available at the time?
Yes.
And were you driving?
No.
Well, let me ask this. At any point in time during that night did you drive the vehicle?
No.
When you
Hold up, y'all.
when you get out of the vehicle, what happened?
Oh, my phone rigged up.
And he stopped and said,
Hold up, y'all.
let me see your phone.
Did you give him the phone?
Yes.
At the time, do you think anything of it?
No, I mean, he always says it.
Did he ask you for?
Make sure you hit that like button.
Like he would tell me what to post, what not to post, or if he didn't want me to
This spaz, I'm referring to Gerard Adams.
Yeah, I don't know him. I heard of him.
Okay. Did you have any personal connection to this individual, Bibby?
No.
All right. Did you know of him?
Yes.
And how did you know of these individuals? Like Spaz, Bibby, how did you know of these people?
When one individual died, some people would post it, so I would see it.
Okay. When you started to date Isaiah Chance, how was your relationship with him?
In the beginning, it was good, I would say. And then he changed over time on me once we got comfortable with each other.
What did he change? What had changed about him?
He started to be a little more controlling. Like as I got older and I would want to go out, he didn't like that.
In what ways was he controlling?
Like he would tell me what to post, what not to post, or if he didn't want me to take something down, or don't wear this, don't wear that, like little stuff like that.
And when he was having these controlling ways, would you listen to him?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, I didn't know no better at the time.
Like, listen, this her voice. Look how soft spoken she is, man. I try to tell the jury, probably like, man, ain't no way this girl did this shit. Even if she did do it, it's hard to be convinced that she did, man.
Other than just having controlling ways, did Isaiah Chance ever put his hands on him?
Yes.
How many times?
I wouldn't say I was counting, but it's been a few times.
Do you remember the first time that it happened?
Yes.
When was the first time that it happened?
Back in like 2021 at his house.
What happened in that situation?
We were arguing over the phone. Like he wanted my phone and I wouldn't give it to him. And that was the first time he ever like snatched it and he ended up hitting me.
Hit you how?
With a closed fist. And I was kind of like just blocking myself and saying stop.
All right, were you standing up? Were you on the ground?
I was on the bed, the edge of the bed.
And how did it stop?
His mom came in and he was telling him like to back up off me, and he was like, no, she good, and he closed the door.
All right, that was the first time?
Yes.
Did you have any bruises?
Yes.
What happened? Did you go home when you had the bruises?
No, he wouldn't let me go home.
Who would not let you go home?
Isaiah.
Why would he not let you go home?
I think it was because he didn't want my parents to see it, and he probably thought they would make a big deal, which they would, so.
So, were you, I guess, hiding the bruises?
At the time, yes.
Did you eventually go home?
Yes.
Did you tell anybody what happened?
Yes, my friend.
Who?
Jewel.
All right, was there any other times that you can remember Isaiah Chance putting his hands on you?
It was a few more times after that. I don't remember the specific date, but I know it was around my birthday in 2024. And then it was another time in 2022. It was a few times.
All right. Did he ever, outside of your house and in the car, did he ever put his hands on you?
Yes.
Can you tell me about that situation?
Well, the one in the car was before we went to Tampa. It was a couple of days before that. Somebody called me and I ended up telling him it was someone that he didn't want me to talk to, like one of my guy friends. And he assumed the guy liked me, so he got mad. And he came to my house insisting that I come outside. So I go outside, I look in the car, I'm like, what? He said, get in the car. I said, for what? And then he gave me a look, so I got in the car.
When you got in the car, what happened?
He drove me to like a park, and then he stopped and he was like, let me see your phone. And I said no. But he ended up grabbing it. He was telling me to unlock it, and I wouldn't unlock it. And that's when he repeatedly hit me to unlock the phone.
How did he hit you?
I'm like on the side of my face. So I'm in the passenger seat. Somebody hits you from the side, you're hitting the side of the seatbelt thing. It was like on the side. I don't know what they call that.
Where the seatbelt comes out of?
Yeah, like
where the tracks?
Yeah, my head was hitting on that.
All right. And how long did that last for?
I believe we were sitting there for like 20 minutes because I get frustrated and I just start kicking and hitting back, and then he told me to stop.
All right. After that, did you go back home?
Later on that day I did. Well, once we sit there for a minute, he ended up talking to me, he apologizes, then we go out to eat.
Was that his way of making up to you?
Yes.
Did that happen more times than one?
Yes.
I'm going to show you something I want you to try to better now.
My face.
All right. And did you take these photographs?
Yes.
Is it a fair and accurate depiction of the photograph you took?
Yes.
At this time, defense would move. What's defense exhibit 7?
No objection, Judge.
Yeah, I believe it, y'all.
All right. Miss Andrews, what is this photograph of?
So fucking light skin. Hold on.
My face.
And why? What is on your face?
That's when he bruised my eye.
Who is he?
Isaiah.
Do you remember when this was? Time frame?
I don't remember the exact date, but I recall sending her a picture though.
Who is her?
I think that's Jewel.
All right. Now, why did you send this picture?
Because I was already telling her about the other incidents, so when I sent it to her, I'm like I'm fed up, kind of like just telling her like, what do I do?
All right. All right. What is this photograph?
Of my eye that he bruised.
Same exhibit.
Right there. Case closed.
Correct.
Case closed. That's the picture that sealed it, right? Oh, this is horrible. Look at this shit.
Yes, same
Are they
exhibit.
marked, are they different photos within one exhibit?
It's a composite exhibit,
So
yes.
do you have them identified for the record?
It'll be exhibit 7. It'll be A through D.
So what is this? You showed her A initially?
Well, the first one was D.
And what is this one?
This is going to be B.
Okay, thank you. Okay, go ahead.
What is this a photo of?
Of my eye that he bruised.
Is this a separate incident or the same?
It's the same day.
All right. And why did you take another picture?
I was just showing her closely.
All right. Showing 7A. What is this a photograph of?
One of my phones.
All right. What is the phone showing? What are you doing in this photograph?
Showing her that the screen is cracked.
Who is her?
I believe I sent it to Jewel.
And how did the screen get cracked?
He broke it.
How?
I think he threw it to the ground.
Right.
I don't remember exactly how he threw it, but
And while That exhibit is still up. How often or how many times did Isaiah chance to break your phone?
From 2021 to 2024, maybe 4 times.
Was it always the same way?
No.
What other ways did he break your phones?
I think one time he threw it to the wall, like repeatedly threw it to the wall over and over so that it wouldn't turn back on. And then the very last time he bent it some kind of way. So like this, I don't know what they call it on the iPhone. It had like a dent in it. I don't know how he broke it though, like what kind of way he broke it.
All right, and when he would break these phones, who would get them fixed?
My parents, or if I had a job, I'll get it fixed. Isaiah only ever paid for one to get fixed.
What is this a photograph of?
Showing her my eye.
Who is her?
Jewel.
And again, is this a new part
Yes,
of the
this is 7, exhibit 7, and this is going to be C.
Okay, thank you.
And they see that shit.
So let's go sit down.
Hey, so goddamn light. Can't even see this shit. Must be mixed or something. Dope what it is.
All right, Miss Andrews, I'm going to show you something. I want you to tell me if you recognize it. Do you recognize what this is?
Yes.
All right. Without telling me what it says.
A message from Isaiah.
And are these messages that you see here, are they accurate representations of the messages that you received from Isaiah?
Yes.
How do you recognize these messages?
They're messages that he sent me, I think on iMessage.
At this time, the defense will move Exhibit 8 into evidence.
State you renew your objection? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, same ruling. Overruled, you can admit it.
Yo,
If your child
yo, you can't expect the motherfucker to be in that bitch showing remorse and crying and shit. Like, I don't think she disconnected. I just think she holding up. Now, don't get me wrong, when she go back to that jail, she probably cry and do all that shit in herself. But she ain't never supposed to let them people see you sweat, man, ever. Like, that's what I always was taught. I don't know what happened in the last 20 years. Yo, but I was told, yo, never go in there and let the people see you sweat. Go in there and show no emotion. You go in that bitch, look the people straight in the eye, and you sit your man. I don't see nothing wrong with how she carried it. I don't. I know she's showing a lot of emotion now. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't see nothing wrong with how she carried it.
If your child has used Roblox, you might be owed significant compensation from a lawsuit currently underway. Find out if you qualify. While marketed as safe.
Take the photo 20.
Yes?
You said what? Why you always talking about some? Ain't about to put no goddamn mask. Yeah, you don't never show them people no emotions, man. I think she did a great job. Yeah, I don't got no apps. Logic.
And did he get angry when he was jealous?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you stayed with him throughout the abuse and throughout him being angry and jealous with you, of you?
It was kind of like he was manipulating me. Like I did want to leave, but I didn't want to leave. And I mean, you really want to understand unless you're in the situation. It's not that easy to leave all the time. And then I'm young, and he'll tell me, you know, nobody wants you, nobody gonna want you, and like he'll make statements like that, and I'll kind of just like, okay, so I settled.
During the interrogation, you make a statement about you being pregnant before. Do you remember that statement?
Yes,
Have you been pregnant before your most recent pregnancy?
yes.
All right. And what happened during that pregnancy?
I'm going to object as well. Sustain the objection.
Hey yo, that was smart though. He knew they was going to object to that, but that leads the question. So by putting that in the jury head, she must have had a miscarriage. He must have beat her and she lost the child. You understand? Like yo, he did an awesome job, man. Even though she objected, he still got the point across. Everybody in that courtroom understood where he was going at with that question. No, he ain't even had to go there. That was good work. That shit was funny as shit when he did that early. He been doing it the whole trial. He been doing that shit the whole trial.
Do I answer?
No, I sustain the objection. It means you cannot answer.
All right. I want to talk about this trip. Well, let me first talk about the Airbnb. At a certain point in time, did you send an Instagram message to someone inquiring? Point in time, while you were upstairs, did Isaiah Chance and Sean Gathright leave?
What you want to put on the clock?
Did they ask you to do the commercial too?
Yeah, they did. But my only line was that like a season.
Y'all let me know if we don't get clear, y'all. Don't have us sitting here not clear, y'all.
On your phone, we always speak around you.
No.
Would he sometimes leave the room?
Yeah.
All right. And do you question him about why he's using your phone or why he's in the room?
No.
Why not?
She was scared of him.
It wasn't really a big deal to me at first.
So back to the parking lot, the teasers. All right, do you recognize this parking lot area?
Yes.
Do you recognize the car the silver car there, at the top of the screen?
Yes.
What car is that?
That's the car we were in.
At this time, do you know where the other three boys are at?
No, I don't.
Do you care about where the other three boys are at?
You're objecting calling co-defendants boys. Sustain the objection.
Do you know where the other three men were at?
No.
And do you care where these other three men were at?
No.
do you remember what's happening inside the car at this time?
I think we were just sitting there talking at first.
And again, you're not driving this vehicle?
No.
Is there a reason why you have on a mask in this video?
Yeah, I was pregnant at the time, so I didn't want to smell any smoke.
Why did you think that you might inhale smoke?
Because usually the clubs in my city, like the lounges, as soon as you go in, they let you smoke, so it'd be a lot of smoke in there. I didn't know how it was down here, but just in case, I wore one.
Did you wear a mask to conceal your identity?
No.
Did you have on a hoodie?
No.
What did you have on?
Some blue jeans, blue jacket, and a regular shirt.
All right, what type of shoes did you have on?
Some like regular Crocs I designed.
Crocs, like almost like slippers?
Yeah.
Those are not boots or anything that you could use to run in?
No. They're like the fancy ones where you get to put the things in them. I don't know what they call them.
When you say things, you mean the pins in the top of the shoe?
Yeah, like you get to put what you want to put on them.
Okay. Are you and Mr. Chance getting out of the car now?
Yes.
Does Mr. Chance tell you that he's going to this club so he can find Julio?
No, he didn't.
If you can remember sort of what's happening in this moment, can you tell the members of the jury?
I was walking, and then he stopped me and said, "Let me see your phone."
At this time, are you trying to conceal your identity at all?
No.
Are you ducking or hiding or crouching behind any vehicles?
No, I'm just walking.
Are you stopping when he stops?
Yes.
And are you following him?
Yes.
Do you know what he's doing with your phone?
At the time, I just assumed he was trying to call someone, and they wasn't answering.
Did he talk to anyone in that clip?
No.
Do you ultimately leave this location?
Yes.
Do you go somewhere after that?
Yes.
Where do you go after that?
It was another club called Players Club.
At the time, did you know the name of that location?
No.
And who decided to go to the second spot?
He picked it.
Did you know of any clubs in Tampa?
No.
When you got to the second location, what happened?
We get out, walk across the street, and he walked up to the guy that they work at the front door. And he asked him how much it was to get in. To get in.
So, did you all stay there for any period of time?
Yes.
It's a short period of time?
Yeah.
And when you didn't go into the second location, what were you thinking?
Nothing much. Like maybe he just didn't want to go in.
Were you also wearing were you also wearing a mask at the second location?
Yes.
Did you go somewhere else after that?
Yes.
Where'd you go next?
Truth 18.
At the time, did you know what Truth 18 was, the name of it?
No.
Did you know who was going to be there?
No.
Did you ask Isaiah Chance to go to Truth 18?
No, he picked that.
Did he ask you for permission to go there?
No.
When you get to Truth 18, what do you do?
We sit there first, then we get out. He just starts to walk. He still has my phone, so I just walk after him.
Okay. Do you know if he talks to anyone while he's on your phone?
Yeah.
Do you know what app he's using to communicate with the individuals?
No, at the time I didn't know.
Do you know if he's talking on FaceTime with anyone?
I believe it was FaceTime at that club that one time.
At Truth 18?
Yes.
And do you know who he was talking to at the time?
No.
When he's talking to the individual at Truth 18, there's a photograph that you've seen in evidence of the downstairs of Truth 18. You remember that photograph?
Yeah, I remember it.
All right. At the time that the photograph was taken, did you take the photograph?
No.
All right. From looking at it, what can you tell about that photograph?
I remember him flipping the camera because we came to a stop, and he said, like, man, he said that, man, this shit crowded. And he flipped the camera and was showing somebody on the phone.
Okay. You know who he was showing that on the phone?
No.
And when you say he was showing it on the phone, this is like he's showing it live?
Yes.
All right. And do you know how that live viewing became a screenshot photograph in your phone?
I think he just took a screenshot of it.
At the time, even though you didn't know exactly who he was talking to, did you, I guess, figure that it was one of the three men?
Yes, because he also said, where y'all at?
Did he say anything about Julio?
No.
Did he show you a firearm or anything like that?
No.
Did he say anything about wanting to kill Julio in front of you?
No.
Yo, see, it's obvious that he was trying to keep her in the blind, even from the very beginning. Even from the very beginning, they loaded them cars up and put them guns in them cars. She wasn't nowhere around. She wasn't nowhere around, man. And they actually let her in the door. You know, the state theory was she let them in through the back, but they actually let her in. They was in the house before she was. And how they got in the house, I don't fucking know. But that's why she was the only one caught on video camera. Like everybody else going in the house ain't on camera except for her. I don't think she knew, y'all. She knew at some point throughout that night, but she didn't go there with the intentions on killing Julio. Nah, I think she went there thinking they was gonna have a motherfucking soiree or something. Yeah, I mean, they were having a bar mitzvah or something. It ended up being a part of a fucking murder plot. I think that's what really happened for real. Yeah, that's what really happened. You're down bad for putting your girl in that situation, though. Well, you see the type of dude he is. That's why I say, man, characteristics, man. You gotta pay attention to my fucking character, man. The same dude that'll beat up on a girl like that, it'd be the same dude that'll put you in that type of situation to where now you gotta choose your life for his. That's a fucked up situation to be in. You gotta pay attention to character, man. But we're gonna watch the rest of that tomorrow, and we're gonna go through the cross-examination, because I think she did a good job. I think that was good defense tactics by putting her on that stand. Yo, that stand a bitch. Most men, shorty is real good under pressure. Most men can look. You see how Woody did on the stand. His ass looked like he's part of the circus. Most people can't get on that stand and deal with them people and make sense. Shorty got on that stand and held her own. But I think she held her own because I think she was telling the truth. If she was lying, they'd have tore her ass up on that stand. But Benz, I think she was legitimately telling the truth and she really didn't know about that shit. And she really just was caught in the mix. She was able to get up there and make sense, even when they tried to trip her up. But yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure y'all share the live, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the platform, Cash App, Baltimore Swag. I think we are the best when it come down to breaking down these these criminal cases, I don't see nobody close. You heard me? Yeah, straight up. I don't blame you, Ken. I don't blame you, y'all. Because it's a losing situation for real. That shit pointless, to be honest. It's just a losing situation. But, yeah, y'all. Ain't nobody fucking with us, y'all, with these motherfucking criminal cases. But make sure I hit that like button. So now there, keep it you need. And I'm out.